In this video tutorial, I'll be showing you all the options underneath the Facebook Settings tab, the Google Plus Settings tab, and the Twitter Settings tab. Depending on which version you have of Social Karma, you can follow along for each. For the Facebook Settings tab, Google Plus Settings tab, and the Twitter Settings tab, they're just kinda like the general settings with their first thing. It says load Facebook API or load Google Plus API or load Twitter API. What this does is it enables or disables the code for the Facebook, Google Plus, or Twitter. So if you ever encounter a problem with the plugin and the Facebook isn't showing up correctly or whatever it is, you could automatically disable it from there. So let's go ahead and take a look what that does. We refresh. We see we have all three up here. And if I hit disable and save changes, it gets rid of the Facebook. And if I hit disable for Google Plus, it'll get rid of Google Plus, and Twitter will get rid of Twitter. So let's change that back and save. The Facebook API locale is for whenever you want to change the language of your Facebook button. For this option, it's only going to affect it for the current option that has up where it displays text next to it. One like, sign up here to see what friends. It will change the language right here. For most cases, you guys should be English, and if you aren't English, I don't know how you're understanding me give this tutorial, but you do not need to mess with this. Next feature right here, show like button, disables just the like button, not the code in its entirety, from the plugin. So it operates just the same as this, except for it does not disable all the code from the Facebook. So if you just wanted to get rid of it and the code still runs, you could do it that way. The like button URL is the URL that you like. So right here, pretty self-explanatory. And if I was to change that to apple.com and refresh, notice we get a different like count. The next feature, like button layout, you have three options for your layout: standard, button count, and box count. And this will change the look of your button. My personal favorite is the button count. Save changes. And it works really well when you have all three. It's condensed and it just tells you how many people like it. If we go back, the box count, save changes. A little bit bulkier, but still fits nicely in the plugin. Moves the box up. Let's put it back to button layout. Show faces. If other people or your friends like the content, you'll be able to see their faces where it says Joe, Jane, and Harry like XYZ. It'll show their faces if you have true on. It will not show their faces if you have false on. The color scheme, you only have two options, light or dark. So let's take a look at what the dark looks like since you've been seeing the light. And that's what the dark looks like, a grayish color. So let's put it back on light. That's what I like. Moving over to the Google Plus Settings tab, we notice we have the Load API again. In the Show Google Plus button again. The URL that you'd like to like. And right here, the button annotation, you have bubble, inline, or none. And let's take a look at each option. Save. And you notice it's smaller, doesn't have the number next to it. And none. You just get the G+, no numbers, no text or anything like that. And button size, obviously, small, medium, standard, and tall, which I don't think I need to go through and show you all those. I mean, button size is pretty self-explanatory. Onto the Twitter Settings tab. we have the load API again, show button again, and the Twitter method, which you could change between the follow button, which will follow the handle that you have down here, or the tweet button that will tweet whatever message you want. The tweet counter will show horizontal or vertical. So let's take a look at that. I'm pretty sure I might need to sign into Twitter for this one. Let me change this over to the tweet button. You have the box right here. Currently it is horizontal. I could change it to vertical. And we get the big button up top. So let me show none for that. The tweeted by will show the handle that it's tweeted by, the username. So you could set that to true or false if you want it to show the tweeted by Chris Ray B, or the person's name. The Twitter username is used for the follow method, follow button, and this is the person they follow if you have that enabled. If you have the tweet button enabled, which is currently enabled, you could have the URL and the tweet text, hello from demo. And when we go to save, and here's how the tweet button works. When we hit tweet, it'll take us to our page, ask us to log in, of course. Try not to steal my account. And it'll have your text and the link you'd like to like. So pretty straightforward, as all of Social Karma is. So that is all three Facebook, Google+, and Twitter settings training. And if you have any questions, go ahead and contact me, and I'll contact you personally for a one-on-one. And I'll see you then.